Namaskar. Welcome back to another session of Wisdom Tales. No matter how successful we are or how unsuccessful we are at some point in time going to face ridicule, going to face insult, and going to face criticism. Whether it is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Maryada Purushottam, Lord Ram, who had to face ridicule and criticism, or it could be a simple devotee from Dehu, Tukaram. How do we manage this? Where do we derive the strength to deal with this situation? Let's learn from the story of Tukaram Maharaj. Tukaram Maharaj was a great devotee of Lord Vitthal. His entire life was simply devoted to chanting the names of Lord Vitthal. He actually composed these heartfelt prayers in the form of poems, and these poems were called Abhangas, which literally in Marathi mean that which cannot be destroyed. Tukaram's Abhangas was the talk of the town. Everybody in the village simply sang Tukaram's bhajans, these Abhangas. Whether it was the business people, whether it was farmers, whether it was the potters, whether it was the tradesmen, or even the housewives, everybody simply was singing the Abhangas of Tukaram Maharaj. This, of course, did not go well with some scholars in the village. They were envious of Tukaram Maharaj. They ridiculed and criticized him heavily for composing this Abhangas. Tukaram Maharaj gracefully accepted this criticism and just did not mind about it. But slowly, as his fame expanded, the ridicule of the scholars got heavier and heavier. One day, they all got together and summoned Tukaram Maharaj and told him that your teachings of this bhakti, chanting the holy names of God, is against the Vedic scriptures. You are starting a new Vedic system which is not mentioned in the scriptures. Tukaram Maharaj explained that he was not deviating from what is said in the scriptures. The scriptures proclaim that the chanting of the holy names of Lord is the way is the way to salvation in this age of Kali. The scholars did not agree. They told him that you please stop composing these Abhangas. Tukaram Maharaj humbly agreed. He said, if that is what you desire, I will stop composing the Abhangas. If this was not enough, the scholars told him that whatever you have composed so far as Abhangas, please drown it in the river Indrayani. Now that was too much, not just for Tukaram Maharaj, but for the entire townsfolk. They couldn't bear to hear this. The very Abhangas that were their life and soul, Tukaram Maharaj was asked to drown that in the river Indrayani. How could that be? Tukaram Maharaj accepted gracefully this punishment. He picked up his Abhangas and walked towards the river Indrayani. His family followed him. His wife was aghast. What are you going to do? Are you really going to drown this Abhangas in the river Indrayani? Nobody could believe it. But Tukaram Maharaj had faith in the Supreme Lord. He walked towards the Indrayani. Villagers started following him. There was a huge crowd on the banks of Indrayani, and in front of everyone, much to the delight of the scholars and much to the sorrow and grief of the villagers, Tukaram Maharaj drowned all the Abhangas that he had ever written into the Indrayani river. Everybody was stunned. Tukaram Maharaj then, with his family, stayed back on the banks of the river, praying to Lord Krishna, Lord Vitthal, to please save his Abhangas. He had complete faith that Lord Krishna would do the needful. The day passed, nothing happened. Tukaram Maharaj and his family stayed back on the bank. 2 days passed, a week passed, 13 days passed. Villagers started gathering around the banks, asking Tukaram Maharaj and his family to please go back home and have some food. He was fasting completely. No food, no water, just on the banks of Indrayani, waiting for his prayers to be answered. And lo and behold, on the 13th day, the river goddess Indrayani herself appeared from the river with the books, with the Abhangas of Tukaram Maharaj, and handed it back to Tukaram Maharaj in front of the entire village. Everybody was surprised at this miracle. Tukaram Maharaj was jubilant. Everyone in unison started chanting the names of Lord Vitthala and celebrating the return of the Abhangas by the river Indrayani. So friends, sometimes ridicule, criticism and insults can actually lead to glory. Tukaram Maharaj is an example of how patience and faith in the Supreme Lord can actually help us deal with the situation of ridicule and also come out glorious in this manner. Hope you like this story. Thank you very much. See you again for another session of Wisdom Tales next week. Thank you.